I don't think there's such a thing as work-life balance. I don't think it exists. I think it's work-life integration. And what I mean by that is your own definition of what that looks like will be different to mine, and what works for you will be different to me. I want to say I wake up early. I don't. I get woken up early by my daughter, who wakes me up naturally early, so I'm up quite early. And then I work sometimes over the weekends, and sometimes I work in the evenings, but it works for me because my goal is to not feel guilty at any given point. So if I'm at the gym, if I'm working out, whether that's a hard workout or it's a more kind of gentle movement-based, breath-based kind of exercise movement routine, I don't want to feel guilty that I'm doing that, taking time for myself. Because a lot of people think, oh, that's selfish. I don't. I call it self-full. I think if you make time for yourself, you're being self-full and you can serve others better. So it's a challenge. I'd be lying if I stood here or sat here and said, yeah, it's really easy. I'm smashing it. It's great. It's hard. I drop the ball sometimes. I don't see enough of my friends. I don't see enough of my family back in France. But it's a weird world to be in. You know, starting your business, being in a coaching industry, in a service-based industry, and I've got a lot of colleagues and friends who are in the same space, and we support each other a lot, which is great, which is helpful. But it's hard because a lot of people don't understand. You know, why is it you can never make it to an event? Why is it that you work in the evenings? Why is it that you're away traveling to go and deliver talks and that? You spend 90,000 hours of a lifetime at work. So why wouldn't we enjoy it? Why would we not have a good time? And this is not about a happy pill and you should be happy all the time. This is not about this. It's about saying, with the rise of automation, with the rise of AI, how can we be more human in the digital age? You know, like how can we actually go back to what makes us unique? Soft skills, or creativity, or compassion, or emotional intelligence, or empathy, collaboration. That's what I think matters. In order to create a fulfilling environment where you get the most high-performing team, is for individuals to understand how their role contributes towards that mission. How is what I do, whether that's clerical work, data entry, you know, secretary, all the way to becoming CEO or director of a company, how does my role contribute towards that mission? If you, as a leader, can help your people better understand how the work they do impacts the people you serve, that's how you get an engaged workforce. And I think one of the key kind of messages I try and tell people is being yourself is good for business. You know, it's like, it's good for the bottom line, it's good for customer service, it's good for team morale, it's good for creativity, collaboration, because we don't have to put up a mask or check ourselves out before we go in. And it matters because we have, you know, something like 87% of people and employees worldwide are emotionally disconnected from their work. That's a huge problem. It's a huge thing that needs to be addressed. And I think too many people are working in organizations feeling unfulfilled, feeling disconnected, feeling unhappy, and they really shouldn't be. I think so many of us have gone through life, especially in our work, thinking that we have to put up a facade, we have to put up a mask, and therefore we can't really be ourselves. And that really breaks my heart, because I think that if we could create a culture that encourages people to bring their full selves to work, then we would have such a more pioneering, disruptive, collaborative, creative team and workplace. And I think it doesn't have to be rocket science. I think it can take shape and form in many different ways, and one of them is by providing a space for your people to have an impartial conversation with a coach who isn't part of the organization and who is there to just hold the space for them to open up about what's going on for them in their lives, both outside and inside of work. I think 71% of millennials mentioned that they are more likely to stay in their company in the next 6 months if they're able to talk about non-work related things. You know, so it's kind of like such an important, crucial element that people are really underappreciating the value of people being able to bring their full selves, because I often say, if people can open up, they can lighten up. If they can lighten up, then they can become the best version of themselves.